Hey there guys, it's Joel here, aka Gallucks, and welcome back to my YouTube channel today for a new Stylist Reacts video. I recently posted over on my community tab asking you guys who I should react to next. I do ask a lot of questions on my community tab, so be sure to check it out. Find it like on your phone. If you like, go to my channel and you can like slide across to community on the top. I'll put like a thing here. I think over like 50% of the people watching my videos aren't subscribed. It would help me so much if you were subscribed. And if you know anyone else who you think would enjoy my videos, don't forget to tell them about it in real life as well. Be like, hey, have you seen this guy's YouTube channel? You should watch him. That would mean the world to me, so thank you so much. Now, I am a huge fan of Christian and I've watched him for as long as I can remember, so I might be a bit biased in this video, but everyone voted for it, like it was the majority of the votes, and everyone's saying it was really, really interesting. And as luck would have it, I've not actually watched his latest video yet, so I thought I would just watch it on camera for you guys. So it's my genuine reaction. If you are new to my channel, this is the first time seeing me, I've been creating content online about personal style and fashion for over 5 years now. And before I quit my job to create content online, I was a full-time stylist, working across luxury, e-commerce, music, and television. So I've seen a lot of things in my time, and I've done a lot of stuff. As I say with all of these videos, fashion and style are subjective. These are my just reactions, genuine reactions to things people say in videos, not to them personally. Maybe I just comment on their advice or what they're saying. I'm a bit like, I've not reacted to a video that I know that I'm probably gonna like. Okay, Christian, this is every fashion phase a person goes through. I think this is quite apt because hopefully I will have been through a few of these phases.
This video is sponsored by Squarespace, the best place to make a website for anything. Alright, so fashion changes for
He's in it! That's Christian there, so he's in this one.
Everyone. One day you're an NPC, default character, rolling through life, no skins yet. No skins yet, just the regular stuff, and you don't care how you look, you never really thought about it, and then the next day you're on a spec ops mission to the grocery store. You're just gonna pick up groceries, but you dress like this now because that's your life. One day you're a hype
I love that.
beast who listens to Kanye West and fanboys over Emily Oberg, and you watch the Complex Supreme line videos, and it's life is simple, and then the next day, what is this, huh? What is this? What is this? But I'm not going to say that everyone goes through every single wild phase that you can go through, but I'm just going to give you the general timeline of all the phases that a person in fashion could eventually go through, or, you know, just chill out and settle on. And who knows, you might see yourself in here, and if you do, and you're personally attacked, that just means it's true. And before we get into phase one, we got to start with the phase zero, which is... Phase zero, which is being totally unaware and you don't care what's going on, nor do you even know what's going on.
I think I was in phase zero until I was like 16, and I made a MySpace account. This was back in the day, guys. This is when I think MySpace was like one of the first social media platforms. And you would post pictures of yourself, obviously. But that's when... They say that was the last true subculture, which was being an emo. And that was me.
And ironically, this is the best phase because you don't even think about it. Ignorance is bliss, and I highly suggest you stay here for...
I love the hat, Christian. I love it.
As long as you can, for the sake of your financial and mental well-being. Am I wearing Heelys? Am I wearing Heelys? Are there wheels on my shoes? There might be, but if you're watching this video on fashion, you're probably way past this phase already, so we're too far long gone. We're just gonna move on to phase one, which is awareness, which is kind of ironically, this is the phase one. This is kind of how I dress now, which I'm not exposing myself. I don't know.
I think that's what I like about him, because he just like, he just doesn't care. He doesn't care.
Alright, so this is the first phase of your fashion life cycle, you know. You just got interested. You just found interest. There's your first glimmer of hope into clothes. You're just aware that there's a whole world out there. And you're also aware that you dress like shit. And it's always been that way, and you've always dressed like shit, and it sucks, because you look back and you're like, oh my god, my whole life like that. And it's a weird...
I dressed like shit for a very long time, but even when you think you're dressing good, like when you look back, you always actually did look a bit like shit, so.
Good realization, and now you want to change it. It's kind of like when It's kind of like when Adam and Eve were in the garden and then they like ate the fruit of knowledge for the first time, and life was really cool up until they realized that they were naked the whole time. And now it's like, oh my god, I've been naked the whole time, I gotta go cop some Rick Owens.
How is he mixing Bible references with streetwear?
And some Supreme tees. You're just embarrassed. You just realize that there are so many cool things out there now. There are like Michael Jordan shoes and Kanye West shoes. You heard of this brand Supreme? You know, the red box? Maybe you saw some cool rock star or punk look. It's not even streetwear, but you look at the man wearing these clothes and you're like, you know what? He's right. I think my legs have too much circulation. It's time to cut that stuff off. And now you want to get stuff that actually fits you and makes you look good. Or maybe you think that dressing nice will get you girls, which is what 70% of guys think when they get into fashion. It's totally honest.
Is that true? Do men think that dressing well will attract women? I think that's a straight thing, maybe. I have never ever thought that dressing differently would attract people. But I've even been at the place where I thought dressing too well would scare away a potential mate. Like, that's definitely been maybe I went too far over the other side of that.
I totally get it, but also it's totally wrong. They're not even looking at your clothes.
Yeah.
They're not even looking at you in general. But you keep going anyways, you know, fashion, you had my attention, and now you have my interest. You have my interest. And this is also kind of how I dress right now, so am I exposing myself again? I don't know. Okay, but this is the part of fashion where you actually start trying and getting stuff that looks good. And you actually start kind of stepping out of your comfort zone. You know, whether it just be cool one-off pieces like this, you know, cool heater every now and then. Some good essentials. Just the building blocks, you're actually really thinking about what you're getting. And like I said, with the one-time heaters and stuff, nothing crazy though, nothing crazy. But you're slowly starting to ease your way into some fun pieces. You know, you're occasionally browsing third-party apps like Grailed, Bump, StockX. You know, you're reading the Reddit threads. You're looking at other people's fits, you know.
I have never ever gotten good advice from a Reddit thread, FYI. Maybe I'm looking in the wrong place, but I mean, Reddit's probably going to have a lot to say if they have to see this, because they don't like me on there.
You're starting to get a decent understanding of the trends and what's in right now. Just getting a good amount of knowledge on certain stuff that you want to incorporate to your own wardrobe. It's a lot of fun. You know, you got your favorite brands. You got some grails that you want to one day own. You know, you got them stashed in your head like a wish list. You might even have a streetwear sticker on something or a street.
Okay, I've never had a streetwear sticker. I've never bought anything Supreme. Like, I've never owned one Supreme item in my life. I just don't see the appeal.
Cool streetwear custom wallpaper, or like the anime streetwear wallpapers on your phone or your MacBook or something.
I mean, I do have an anime screensaver on my phone, but it's Pokemon and there's no streetwear involved.
The occasional L on the sneakers app or like a raffle or something. You're like, ooh, salty. Ooh, I feel salt. This is what it feels like to be salty. This is fun. It's like that fun back and forth with intrigue of fashion. This phase is kind of like the dating of your fashion life cycle. It's like that chasing, flirty phase. You know, you're just kind of testing the waters with what works and doesn't work. You know, shooting your shots at certain looks that you might think would be cool.
Oh my
God.
God.
Just tossing little eyeballs.
His videos are so good. There's a reason why this guy has 1 million subscribers, honestly.
Would you add a Jordan, like, ooh, testing the waters, or sliding a hay onto some bomber jackets, like, hey, I want to try you out.
I feel like he's doing stand-up, like, stood there with his mic. I love it so much.
Just throwing these snowflakes around. Just tossing these snowflakes around. You so icy, I'm a glacier boy. To these cargo pants. You're just flirting, man. The world is your oyster. I don't even know what that means. I don't think anyone knows what that means. We just say it. I'm the oyster. And you're just kind of like overwhelmed because you're like, oh, I just want to do all these cool things. Now you're getting hooked in. The current's pulling you in. And now you're moving on to the next phase of your fashion life cycle. And that's obsessed. you're obsessed. This is also kind of how I dress. I don't know, are you guys seeing a pattern?
Is he in every phase? I think we're all in every phase. Am I obsessed? I don't know.
Because I'm not. Alright, so I got my phone here. So Google Dictionary Search Help defines obsessed as preoccupy or fill the mind of someone continually, intrusively, and to a troubling extent.
Yeah, okay, I'm probably obsessed, so.
Notice that last sentence. Troubling extent. Dude, in this phase of fashion, you're just really going hard. You're like, this is for me. Everything is for me. I'm going to try everything. You're just overextending into a bunch of different aesthetics that you've never tried out before, and you're just like, I got this. I got this. You just go ahead, you just spearhead things up until you find the next thing that you're into, and then you totally change direction, and you're like, okay, I'm on to this now.
Whoa, I'm definitely not in this stage, maybe.
And then you do the exact same thing for that look. It's like, sure, you have a bunch of different cool things to choose from now, but no personal style yet. You just mainly know how to
Okay, yeah, definitely not in this one. I know the kind of style that he's talking about though, and the kind of like guys that are into fashion and they want to explore things and they're just trying different things out, so I completely agree.
recreate a bunch of different looks because you have a bunch of different stuff in your closet. But again, not quite your own special thing yet there, buddy. And you know terms like color blocking, tonal accenting, accessorizing, and all the buzzwords and stuff. And you're kind of in the now with hot trends and what's coming up and releases and seasons and stuff. All the people and your idols that you look up to comprise of short names with 2 or less syllables per name, with people like Rick Owens, Raph Simmons, Lil Uzi, ASAP Rocky, Kanye West, Playboy Cardi, Eddie Slimman. What is up with that? Why are they all short? I got a long ass name. Look at how many syllables are in that. This is ridiculous. I gotta look into this after I'm done recording. You've thought of or you have a clothing brand idea, and now your Grailed has more screen time than your Instagram. It's a shame, but that's not even the worst thing. Okay, it gets worse. Hey guys. Hi, my name is Christian, and I take fit pics. Hi, Christian. Also, why do people take fit pics like this? I might be guilty of it too, I don't know, but why do people take fit pics like... Okay. But I don't know, by the time you get to this phase, you're too far gone. There's no turning back.
I've never
fashion's
done that before.
Fashion's too big of a part of your personality for you to turn back. Like, this kind of defines you at this point. Like, you're probably that one friend in the group that dresses well, you know? Like, we all need that one archetype friend. And, you know, usually people stop here. Usually people get here, they're like, okay, this is kind of a lot, and then they taper off. That's usually how it goes for most people. But there is a clearing. There is a step after this. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. And, you know, L after L, fit after fit, style after style, dying trend after dying trend, there's got to be a takeaway. And there is a takeaway. And if you keep going down this weird road, you eventually...
I'm very intrigued to find out what the last section is.
have to lead somewhere, and that somewhere is phase 4, maturity. When you get over all the hype chasing, good old young, live fast, die young days, and you just start to not care again, you know? You just get over it. But unlike phase 0, when you probably get around to this stage of fashion, it's not like you don't dress up at all. You just do what you like, which is a weird, easier said than done thing that a lot of people say. But at this point, you're truly over what people think about you, and you dress for what you like. I think, kind of, maybe. I'm lying. I don't know. When you get to this phase, you're probably one of 2 things, okay? You're probably the first one, which is someone that finds a little groove for themselves. They find an aesthetic, or they find a style that really speaks for them, and they go hardcore into it, and they just master it. You know, like these people right here. They found something that was for them, and they really took it to the next level, and now that's their thing. Everything about their life is around this thing. And that's so cool. I find that so cool. Like, their whole wardrobe is catered towards one thing, and everything fits. And you're either there, which I don't think I ever will be, but that's fine, because you could go for phase 2, which is someone who, just a bunch of cool, timeless pieces that they've collected over time that aren't necessarily from the same brand or even from the same aesthetic. They just speak for them. And you're either going for the hardcore, mastering one style, where your wardrobe is really catered towards something, or you're going for number 2, where you're kind of just from all over the place. Both of these share the same qualities of what a real personal style means.
Oh, that's a really nice conclusion. I completely agree.
You just have a bunch of your grails, you have all the things that you ever wanted. And this is just that sweet spot that comes after a bunch of trial and error until you finally get to a place where you're like, okay, I know what I like and this is just how it is. I don't care what people think. I don't care what's trending. This is just what I like now.
So that was Christian's video. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. As you can tell, I'm a long-time subscriber and have been a fan for years, so I knew that I was probably going to enjoy that. And I completely agree with him in the phases of fashion. I think that's a really, really relatable subject. If you haven't watched Frugal Aesthetic yet, I will leave a link in the description below so you can go check him out because his content is pure gold. So yeah, do let me know what other videos you would like me to react to in the comments below, any other YouTubers. Doesn't have to be men's fashion either, it can literally be anything, as long as it's to do with fashion, really. Thank you so much for watching, I hope you enjoyed this one and I will see you soon. Bye guys!